Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Profit Playfield. My name is Zach. What a week for the markets. We saw major earnings reports from Alphabet and Amazon, Trump's new tariff war shaking up the markets even further, and fresh signals from on a macroeconomic level. Stocks have been on a roller coaster lately, and we're here to break it down for you. Did Alphabet just give us a massive buying opportunity? What do these tariffs mean for your portfolio? And are we headed toward more volatility or a new rally? Stay tuned as we dive into all the biggest market moves, key takeaways, and what you need to know for the week ahead. Earlier this week on Monday, the Trump administration decided to pause Mexico and Canada's tariffs as Trump is continuing to work out. It's more of a drug war rather than a trade war and an immigration war. Trump's looking and putting pressure on Mexico and Canada with these tariffs he announced. Those have now pulled back as they're talking and delayed a month. And this began to rebound the market, which took a dive on Friday after close. Some daily moves I took on Monday. I liquidated a portion of my crypto portfolio because the future for that is currently very, very uncertain, especially with the growing number of meme coins out there currently. I feel like it's very shaky and the money's being spread too thin. Altcoin season, I don't know if it's going to come. I still have a heavy allocation into Chainlink, but I'm still not going to go all in. I sold my soul, which is like the background currency for this meme coin pump, and I feel like that will probably be dragged down sooner rather than later. So I put most of this money into SoFi, DFS, both finance stocks I hold, and Nvidia because I felt like Nvidia was way oversold. Already today on Monday, it has bounced back significantly. Also on Tuesday, the 4th, Alphabet, Google announced its earnings in after hours, plummeting the stock by 7.1%. It underperformed in cloud growth, and their AI investment announcement of $75 billion planned for 2025 seems like a positive, but the overall consensus going into earnings was that they were going to spend $59 billion. So some people believe that this is a little bit too much of an allocation into AI of Google, especially with the uncertainty with DeepSeek. But personally, I see it as like a great buying opportunity, even with this oversell of a dip here. The AI growth was sold the last 2 weeks, but I believe this is good news out of earnings. On the 5th, Wednesday, Gemini 2.0 released to the public from Alphabet and Google. They also, Google decided to ditch their pledge for AI to be used for weapons and surveillance. Although this area is morally gray and this decision can be pretty negative, as AI can be seen as very immoral in warfare, this could result in future profits and growth in that specific sector and that tech company, Google. JP Morgan also lowered Alphabet's price target from 232 to 220, even though this is a pullback on its ambitious price target for the year, dropping $12. I feel like there's still a significant growth upside with this. Its price is around 189 and might be lower now. So significant growth upside for 2025, regardless of this being pulled back. Amazon's earnings were reported on Thursday in after hours, beating earnings per share by 20%, over 20%. But similar to Google, they underperformed in cloud growth and oversold late into the night, dropping 10 basis points from 238 to 228, around a 4.5% drop. I bought more here on this dip as well. And then on Friday, to close up the week, stocks were rising across the greater S&P 500, with the earlier announcements in the week of tariffs being pushed back. But then Trump decided midway through the day on Friday, Bloody Friday. It's been Bloody Friday all these months, this entire month in the past couple of weeks. But Trump announced he would be enacting reciprocal tariffs onto nations that we have rough deals with as it relates to tariffs and trade deficits. So it'll be interesting to see where that comes out of later on, but most of these countries are BRICS, so might see some restrictions on Brazil moving forward, and India and China, increased tariffs on China. So there's a lot to come of that, and the market is still uncertain. On Saturday, Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba and Trump both met in America. Japan decided that they will have car companies including Toyota, who are planning to manufacture cars in America and establish new manufacturing facilities, which would employ Americans. Honestly, a net benefit for us and Trump. In response to this, he was going to place tariffs on to Japan, which is the fourth largest economy in the world. He still could, but this seems like there is a little bit more work to be done outside of the world of just tariffs. Overall, this is big news for the global economy. Again, as I mentioned earlier, Japan is the fourth largest economy in the world. Tariffs being on this nation are massive. The only three economies above it is Germany, China, and US in that order. On Sunday, Trump announced there will be 25% steel and aluminum tariffs to take effect on Monday. Monday, that being today. He is expected to launch additional tariffs on nations with unfriendly tariffs to the USA later this week with those reciprocal tariffs. So that is still to be decided and what the effect of that will be. And then today on 210, markets reacted adversely as originally expected. Stocks rose across the board Monday, and one notion that tariffs are being seen as just one of the basket of policies that also includes extending tax cuts, reducing regulation, and fostering a pro business environment. Others cited a sense of doubt and confusion over which tariffs will actually be imposed following the 30-day delay to Mexico and Canada's tariffs announced earlier last week. The prior week, 77% of companies are reporting earnings above their estimates, which is above the 10-year average in this quarter. Fourth quarter earnings are on track to record their highest year-over-year growth rate since the fourth quarter of 2021. The fundamentals behind corporate earnings is an overall great story for the markets. What do you think is going to happen with these markets coming in these next couple weeks in this month? Are you looking to buy? Or are you selling? Cost dollar averaging? Or are you looking to dive all into a stock? Let us know in the comments. Again, leave a like, subscribe, and we appreciate your support here at Profit Playfield. We'll see you next week.